On the best in school, you do find your colors. Yeah, not to marry, tell us say you flower Paris. You don't follow people like the city, they don't marry. Yeah, not to marry, tell us say you flower Paris. You don't follow people like the city, they don't marry. I'm walking wrong. Why you fucking wrong? The man been is strong. All right, so we have 27 minutes past 5 o'clock. It's on a Friday evening. And let me say good evening to all my motorcyclists, my keke balls, and the guys and doing the traffic. Police officers there at Bonafide Junction, 72nd Junction. Hands up to the folks. Yeah, the 72nd belt, the Boulevard, and as it has up to all of you guys, the police officers sound to these rural areas, major intersections indeed. Hands up to you guys. And folks, I was just saying it. Last night, I just had to go to do my own late tour in the city, especially Pittsburgh City. So last night I was around 11 o'clock, just got in the car and started driving around town. So I started from around, like, can you just imagine, between 11:30 and 12 of the night. When I find a chicken soup factory, Pressure came back on the second junction, news started the Boulevard and then the SD Copper Road, back to the EDB Junction, and have the pass back of the area because of the road work there at EDB Junction, and then move up to Dubai Junction in the short time to just observe, know exactly what sometimes people say things, but what I wake up. And many people always complain. They say saying things in Liberia is just so common. But when it comes to implementing the work, implementing whatnot is the problem. They just say it, but how to do it. So we've been funding the stories information for last week. About police putting hot to heavy duty vehicles, especially at the hour. Using the street at the hour. So putting some hot to them, saying let's put some, let me create these heavy duty cars, especially the container, the trucks and other stuff. Let's make them at night hour will be preferable for them. So last night I stopped at Dubai Junction for after going to fire chicken soup factory and I parked to the junction. And then I started to observe at that time of the night. So then I saw the containers, the trucks, not just container alone, but I saw different cars. I feel that truck in which I then felt I said yes, the type of vehicles are for the night. They are for the night, not for the day. You know what it takes when it comes to public safety? You have the containers out there. Sometimes it really bothers me. The fear comes to me sometimes when I see the containers in the middle of the road during the daytime, and I see all small cars there underneath it due to heavy traffic. Some of them no change to even protect it, to even hold on to it, and it's out of the truck. So last night I started to monitor to know what are these vehicles, the trucks, and I saw them at the top of the night. I said it's very much important. Let's find solution to something. It should be your old age things that keep happening. And people just keep looking at it in a sense that every time continue out in the daytime, you go to the water side, you fall on people. You go whether it's a CEO thing. American Street, Garden Street in Central Time there, it's a CEO story. Some of the cars are now road water, so many old vehicles there. You just get it out there. Somebody service a car at the end of the day, just it catch on fire. So all these things then I decided to monitor it. And that's the next thing now the police should start monitoring. Vehicles that maybe come from other town, the highway, hit the city. You see the potato green, the other stuff, they're all on them. You see it. And at the end of it, you'll get to know that these people with potato green, this other thing hanging on the different thing hanging on the cars in. Let Taxi carry what belongs to Taxi. Let the truck take what belongs to the truck. Do not allow the motorbike board or the keke board to go and take heavy stone and place it on, on the keke when you know that particular police, that it belongs to a taxi. They have some restriction in the traffic. What we think that Keke can carry it, let Keke take it. Why we think the bad man can take, let him take it. It's not for him. Maybe he think that it was not, maybe he think that thing will not affect him, but he don't know the aftermath. He don't know what's going to happen in, ahead of him. And what can happen because he feels that nothing going to harm him, but he don't know that he put the other people's life in danger in case something goes step off the car. You will see the greens, you'll see different bundle of things all on the taxi. Very old car in the traffic. And when you break down, it cause huge traffic for a lot of hours. And place people in a very huge traffic. So all these things that we monitor it to know that what I said last night, you imagine at that time of the night, I got in my car and said, let me just drive around. This short bell, maybe Painesville, go as far as Medicanasville, Banasville Bell to see whether, these trucks, or heavy duty vehicles, maybe police are talking about to know whether this thing is going to work out. It's very important. We work on it. So we can have a very safe, so we can save the life of so many people. Or maybe even in terms of protecting or damaging people's properties. Maybe we'll not fall alone. Maybe we'll not just fall alone. Maybe it will not just fall alone. But at the end of it, it will damage. Maybe you're not falling people, but will damage people, valuable goods. That's it. Falling people cars, they're packing. So as I said, they may be doing it not because I want no fees. They will say, but me, they will not affect me. But they didn't know that aftermath when they're going to affect other people. So I'm going to tell you all through last night, as I said. I'm going to do that tonight again. I'm going to use maybe I'm going to go out fire singer and stay much time there to observe, how it's going to look like, to know whether some rules and regulations have been put in place. All right, people. So I have Mohammed on. I don't know whether he's getting me from his end there. Today is Friday. It's the last weekend show for Traffic Plus, as I said. After today now, we have a program now as of next Friday that will be coming on Cops Hour from 5 to 6 o'clock before the SKTV program. So we're saying Traffic Plus now will be running from Monday to Thursday. So I'll be here now from Monday to Thursday. On Friday, the Cops come on, and run their program. So this is a hands up to Dr. Ibrahim Dasama and the rest there. All right. So this show has started today, but he wants to have the information out first to the audience so the public can know exactly that Cops return on this radio, especially Truth FM. And then next Friday, they get the ball rolling. I have Mohammed on with me. Quickly, I'm going to switch overnight to Mohammed Kamarad. Mohammed Kike Kamarad. A lot of you saw the post on, on a very short note. Indeed, you saw that post on from Mohammed, a very young professional Liberian footballer, somewhere they're playing in Europe. I think should be in Asia, right? Where he's there pushing the flair of Liberia. They are playing professional football. A very young man. So now this time around, he started. There's different thing on his mind, and in which I always tell people, it's not about you going out there and just you just enjoying yourself. Even in the US, you just enjoying yourself, having a level view that's your money though. But some people can think back home. Some people will say, "Oh, let me give back. Let me give back home." Mom and I have to reach 45 years old or 40. You don't have to retire from the game before giving back to his country. No. You have to reach maybe 50 years. Sustain injury that will take him from the game, and which is not going to happen. He's not going to, before he resigned from football and then try to contribute back home. So when he hit me up in a very short, he said, "See, man, I have this thing on mind, which I'm fully prepared for. I'm fully prepared for this. I'm well equipped. I know I'm set to do this thing." I said, "What is that, Mohammed?" He said, "I want to give back home. I want to establish a soccer program back to my country." I said, "Why? No problem. You're a young man. Let me see if I can give you the time so you can just pass on the weekend and edition of the show. You just talk to your fan back home and Liberians back home, telling them about your initiative." Mohammed, as I said, he's on the line with me. Let me just hold you on quickly in live on Truth FM. Mohammed, are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm still loud and clear. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. It's not screen show you this platform, not screen show you. It's not your first, not your second, but normally you always stop by to talk about your game professionally, indeed, and also maybe talk about the national team too. But this time around, you are stopping by now to talk about um your program in which you want to establish home here, and you say you only going 95%. That 5% mean that you just need to come back home to get a ground set up. But for you, in other parts of the world where you are connected, you have already established yourself, and they are all set to support you. Am I getting it right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Okay, so you can talk to the audience, let them know again. Of course, I say it's Mohammed Kiki Kamara, they know already, but let the public know exactly what happened. The weekend show. Yeah, what's up? Go ahead.
Yeah, firstly, just want to say thanks for having me on Zoom. I really appreciate it, man. Having me out here. And yeah, just probably a couple of months ago and stuff, I made a post on Facebook about like starting a team, like a club, basically like an academy like program. Yeah, it's something that I've thought about for years, and I really wanted to do it, but I just wanted to wait until I had all the equipment and all the necessary stuff that I feel like I needed, financially, physically, and the people, personnel, and all of that. So now, by the grace of God, I think, like you said, we've gone 95% so far. And for me, honestly, it's about just providing opportunity to kids, and this is gonna be for every single kid. And people ask me so far where if it's gonna be for every single kid, why are we not going to the various county, to do the program? And I tell them this is just the start. Rome was not built in a single day. Obviously the goal is to extend beyond Morovia and go into the various county at some point. But we just want to start first, and in order to start, there's got to be a step. You got to start somewhere to make a first step. So right now, I'm gonna come back hopefully when my season ends, and there's gonna be an open justification process. Nobody is gonna be handpicked. I already posted about that before, and it's always gonna be like that. If the kid is good, make sure the kid come for justification. I've had people, through my career so far, I've made some connections, from college days to now playing professionally. I've met people, I've built connection, I've built relationship with people. And some of these people are agents, some are coaches, and some are just like people that works in clubs. So I've got two people that's like very, very interested in coming already to Liberia to come and see the kids play, and to at least take these kids for trial and opportunity in other places, in other part of the world, like Europe and other places. So for me, it means a lot just to give back. You know, Now I don't really see it as a giving back. Honestly, I see it mostly as just providing an opportunity for other people down the line. Because there's a lot of talents in Liberia. I know this statement, people already mentioned this statement, there's people like there's a lot of talents in Liberia, but also I feel like the talents always overshadowed by people wanting their interest to be ahead. Everybody got interest in Liberia, and that's why it's easy to pass the blame on to people. So this program is going to be for everyone. I believe soccer or football should be for everyone, regardless of religion, tribal background. Doesn't matter where you're from. Football should be for everyone. Everyone should have the opportunity to do it. So this is why I'm coming through with this program for everyone, and every single kid is welcome. If the kid is good enough, all he has to do is show up, and we will see him play. I'm gonna be there. I'm the one gonna be looking at the players, and also I've spoke to a couple of senior brothers, ex-professional, and I'm hopefully looking forward to at least trying to get Anthony Snoti Lamford there for the first week of the justification, so he can help me out too. There's gonna be no favoritism. No one can bring player. You can't say this is your brother, this is your sister, this is. It doesn't matter who he is. If he's good enough, he has to come to the justification. If he doesn't show up to the justification, he's not. I mean, maybe he's good enough, but he's not going to be part of the team. So this is again is a program for every kid to come and showcase their talent, and hopefully, I'm looking to start with a 30-man personnel. Like, start with 30 people. The goal is down the line, obviously, if the program gets successful, which I'm praying for, then it can be separated and divided into like U15, U10, U18, and so. But right now, it's gonna start with a 30 person, and we're gonna have the open justification to our Morovia. I'm looking at places like maybe having like a day or two justification around the Tusafi and the Ghanarsville area, and then some maybe a couple of days in the around the fish market area. What's that place called? I think the Invisible Park or something. And then other places around the 9th Street area. I heard there's a good artificial turf soccer area there too. So yeah, Anzu, the main thing is just to provide opportunity for every single kids. And once we form the team by December, I'm gonna have the two agents, and I've got one sporting director. Obviously, for obvious reason, I can't mention his name. A sporting director for the team too. That obviously he hit me up and he told me he's super interested. He saw my post on Instagram and stuff. He's been following me for a while. So if I'm really serious about it, I should let him know. So he's interested and he want to come in December for the break because usually at that time there's break in Europe. Every team has break. So he said he can at least come down to see these kids play too, for a week or two, and he can be able to help. He want to help as much as I can.
Okay,
And
that's a, that's a wonderful, so good, wonderful indeed. The Pogues placed a lot of questions to me when the name indeed in which I placed on there, that is the president of the academy, but the name was Breton. So there's asking me, is Mohammed having any connection with Breton currently in England? That's what the questions come to me. That's one. Then the next thing is that
can I answer?
have you started preparing maybe preparing your Scarlington team back home here to work with them in terms of recruiting the kids? Are they going to be like maybe doing registration to get forms? How are you going to look like?
Okay,
So first
good.
respond to the Brighton issue before
Yeah.
the registration.
All right, good. So Brighton, honestly, excuse me. I've got no connection with Brighton from England. I've got no connection with Brighton. I'm not gonna lie and make up stuff, but I really, really admire the Brighton, the structure of the club, the way that from the way the team played to the way the signing they make with players. I'm a huge fan, you know. And for me, I feel like this structure is how I want my team to be built upon. Like the structure and also the type of football that is being played is what I want to implement. Nowadays there's too many restrictions on players on how to play, and rightly so. But also I want our players and kids to be able to play football because at the end of the day, you should be able to enjoy playing football. This is what it's about. When you leave from the field, the next day you should want to come back. And I don't know if you watch a lot of Brighton game, they play amazing football, like amazing. Sometimes the result don't go your way, but I just feel like, that just catchy. And for me, that's amazing. And that's why I feel like my team should be called Brighton Liberia because I'm trying to build on that philosophy that's been installed in Brighton.
Okay, so let's look at the recruitment of the kid. Is it going to be a registration process? How are you going to get them aboard?
No one is paying a dime. No kid is paying anything. And if anybody tell any kid to pay anything, the person is gonna be fired for sure. He's not on the team. No kid is paying for anything. The registration is gonna be open to every single one free of charge.
And how
If
the
it
person
gets
is going to look like, Mohammed? You just want 30 person to work with for the beginning of this thing here. It is free.
yeah,
And so so I just imagine the box of cakes are going to just waste on you. And because so how you going to get them?
No, we are like I don't know. I'm not gonna. I already like a lot of kids have been hitting me up already. Like I
Okay.
said, when the time is getting closer, I'm gonna make like obviously Facebook and some other stuff again to share the information around. I just want all kids to show all kids that's waiting. There's no pressure to say, oh, you need to be there, because I want kids that want to be there and kids who want a future for them in football too. I can't guarantee all the 30 kids that, okay, I'm gonna help you to go Europe. That's a lie. I can't guarantee them that. But what I can tell them is, if you're good and you show on the page that you're good, the people that are coming, and the kids, every single kid, one thing I want to mention too that make the list, don't have to worry about anything. If there's anything about visa fee that they need to get to make a visa and stuff, we are gonna pay for all of that.
Mm.
Yeah, like if the kids get selected and he's going for like a tryout, we're gonna pay for the visa and stuff. So I want kids between the age from like basically 10, maximum 18 years. That's the max that I'm looking for. So, and unlike other teams, because professionally the kid can't really sign a contract with the team until he's like maybe 16. So if he's 16 and he makes the team, we're giving a contract. And in this contract is going to be indicated, if he get picked up by another team internationally, I don't want any money right now. The team is not going to request a transfer fee for anything. The only thing is going to be request, and I'm going to make this clear right now, is basically the team wants 10 to 15% on net sale. In case he gets sell the next time, we want 10 to 15%. So because this way it can help to keep the academy running, because the goal is, hopefully that in few years, if these things get better, to get like a nice boss for the team that's gonna take players around, pick players up to go to practice and stuff, and the equipment and stuff. But in regards to recruiting players right now, everyone is just gonna show up for the justification first because it's an open justification.
I this time because you're going it is a team
Yeah.
before I know maybe in the next couple of months
Stage.
to come, then you
Yeah.
definitely you get a academy open indeed. So
Yeah.
are you going to go strictly for maybe a community level to feature them in the community competition, or are you going to get a second division space for them? How are you going to do that?
No, my team basically I don't want them going into like a second division and stuff and third division or stuff, maybe around the third division level, but I don't know if I want to keep them. I want to keep it academy like. So basically, we are gonna play games, and in the future, I've already, like I spoke a few days ago in Jerusalem. There was some guys from Ghana that I spoke to. They've got a big academy in Ghana too. So my goal is to get this team ready, the kids, and play against other teams, other clubs or academies from like Guinea. Ghana start with neighboring Guinea, Ivory Coast, and other places, and get them to play test matches against these academies, and obviously some test matches against some second, third division team in Liberia. I Right now I'm not entirely sure I want to get them registered in like the second division or third division league in Liberia, because then as the team goes forward, like because I want to keep the age range, like I said, from 10 to maximum 18. That's why I want to keep the age range from.
Okay, my man. Many people monitoring you would say that doing things as this, people always do this, especially the footballers. They always do this whenever they retire from the game. Maybe when age catch up with them in the 30, 38, 39, 40, before they think of establishing a program back home. But you're young, you still playing actively. Why you thought on it?
Because I feel like the best way to do stuff is, and this work differently for everyone, so I can't really speak for everyone. It works differently, and people have different idea. Everyone has different idea that and different things that they want to do. For me personally, I just feel like you have more influence, and people respect you more when you are playing and doing better now. Because, okay, except if you were like maybe like a top player before, usually when you get down, people is like, okay, what did he do? And sometimes it's good for people. But for me personally, I feel like now is the time because the connections are still fresh. And it's not just fresh, it's still going on because I'm still playing. So I'm still meeting a lot more people along the way, you know. And okay, I could have waited until I was older, but you know, like, what about the kids that are good now? You know, who's gonna help the ones that are good now? And just on my visits to Liberia, that's one thing I've observed, and that's one thing make me want to start now. There's a lot of talent. We always say there's a lot of talent. It's true, but a lot of it is based on who you know and who's making the selection. And that's one thing I've never really liked. I feel like everything should be based on merit. If the person earned it, he should be able to play and he should be able to get it. It should not be based on what who the person know or what the person can pay. And that's why I feel like I want to do it now for me personally.
All right, so I want to do that now. Mohamed Kike Kamara, the Liberian footballer, they is stopping by this hearing. You know, I want to drive you home. I love to provide good information for you. And yeah, especially when you are stuck up somewhere in the traffic between from the Boulevard Junction to the ERW Junction, the SC Copper Road. I know it's a little bit tight traffic there because of the ongoing road project. So while you are there in the traffic monitoring the radio, a good sometime we provide necessary information for you. You listen to Mohamed, as I said, a very young footballer, professional footballer, featuring for the national team, thinking about his country, thinking about good programs to offer back home. And I told you why I to bring you on to pass through this platform while you are driving, while you are monitoring the radio in maybe your private vehicle, so you can get his information. You can listen to him, his own personal, his initiative back home. Sonia grabbed for him. He said the connection is still fresh. Some of you want to get old. You want to get old first before while you connected with them before you want to get other people on board. No, you start thinking plenty. Yeah, you see, I said you want to get kind of thing want to bring other people on board, want to start connecting people that will take it from me. He said the connection is still fresh. And because it's still fresh, let me try not to pass it over to other people. So this is why I told the wives to come back home to establish a soccer program. 7769274 72. The numbers to call me quickly before I leave you, before Mohammed go. 0776927472. The name it's Mohammed Kike Kamara. He said, what's the club again in Israel? You say Israel, right?
Yeah. I'm still here.
Okay. Right. So that's wonderful. And I know you are fully preparing, warming up for the next season. What's up?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Go ahead, quickly, no time.
Yeah, thank you. Senior player Mohamed Kamara. To admit, I really admire him as a young person. He will still playing the game, want to inspire all the young people to get out there because the opportunity is out there. You see, I'm a young person. If we love the game, Liberia, we go around, we know that Liberia has talent. But some people don't have the money to help. A lot of people will pass around, even our young guys I want to promote, but we don't have the hand. So to see our fellow young men who already up there trying to play the game, he is playing the game at professional level, trying to come back to make a difference for Liberia. I think I'm going to appreciate him. We are ready to work with him. We get a lot of players here that we will do it. Or we just want to know the time that will be scheduled for that, and we'll bring a lot of players to come join the certification.
That's wonderful. 0776 9274 72 0776 9274 72. The number to call the next caller right here. You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Elijah took out calling on Dawson.
For Dwight, Mike, keep me counted.
Yeah, I want to commend Mohammed, man. You know, I admire him a lot. I follow him every time he play. Abu Haba, I follow him a lot. He's a very skillful player and talented guy. And he coming up with looking at program. I want to get in contact with him because I got my kid to although I play for but I didn't go far. I got my kid in 10 years old. It's very good. So
Okay.
I'm thinking how to get in contact and then get him over.
Okay. It's definitely going to lead you guys. So the team operating
Thank you.
back home here, the team that is in charge here, going to tell you guys how to contact them. Is there another caller coming in? You'll give you our last one. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, go after.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here because it's a calling on the guru.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my only prayer is that's a good decision that you take to help our children are coming up. I have better future especially on South Sport. But we pray that he will be successful and somebody will not tell him, oh, my brother, he said the morning before he started the program, we pray that it won't happen that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my advice.
That's so wonderful. All right, so yeah. So the most important thing now, Mohammed, as you said, you stay on that side while you are preparing to come back down to get a grass set up. I know other people monitoring the radio. They want to know the team you have set up here. Is there any contact team there so they can start hitting the team up? Yeah, before you get back on the ground.
Yeah, there are contact team, but Anzu, I'm not gonna provide any information right now. Like I said, when the time is
Okay.
getting closer, like
Okay.
I posted a few days ago. I said late May to June. So obviously,
All right.
when the time is getting closer, all the information is gonna be posted, and I'm gonna try my best again to at least come on here one time to like so a lot of the information can go around. A lot of people because I want a lot of people to get the information. Like I said, because I really want all the kids that are good enough to be able to show up. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good. Is there anything left out you want to touch before I leave you?
Damn, I don't really know.
You just said it already, right?
I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it later. But yeah,
Okay, so nothing there. That's so wonderful. All right, and the academy name or the team name is the
Brighton, Liberia.
Breton, Liberia.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. Is there an official page where they can start following now? Maybe Facebook. How do
Yeah.
they,
No, I haven't had a Facebook page up yet, but I've got the Instagram page up and running already. So the
Really?
Facebook page is gonna come soon for sure.
Okay, Mohammed. So good, so wonderful for having you on. Stopping by. Thanks so much for the program. Thanks for the initiative. Thanks for giving back home. I'm here anytime. The team is here. Get your back. Yeah. To support you, especially as a young man. Your decision in terms of what thinking about your people back home. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time, Mohammed.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Anzu. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's so good, Mohammed. Kike Kamarad.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
All our brand footballer there playing Israel, stopping by